Welcome, y'all. Okay, so as I just entered this live with y'all, because the last 2 days there's this energy that's been coming around of something or someone in the underworld, and today would be the third day. And today was the strongest energy around me as far as Auset. You would mainly know her as Isis. And I started to speak of this message in regards to these cards that came out 255, which also gave me the message of Anubis. Why Anubis? Because 255 speaks of the jackal. So we have the daughter of Ra and the guardian of the dead at this present moment. Blessings, my love. 606, focus on the mission, not the why. Ooh. Usually that message is focus on the mission, not the how. Some of your whys have become hows. Some of your whys have become, I just got chills all over my head just now. Some of your whys have become hows, or maybe all of them. For some of you, that's exactly what needed to happen in terms of the message from yesterday, in terms of need, necessity, stagnation, is exactly what had to happen. So the rune that I have right now at the top of the deck, and it was the same thing what's this? Ooh, it's the sun card in reverse that fell off these deck of cards that are up here. But you see her here, right? Okay. Ostrich. The ostrich feather. Now, there's this new creative power over you. And it tends to come around you, but you misuse it. I get it. I know exactly what that shit feel like because you don't. I'm going to tell you who I'm connected to in terms of the collective. If you resonate with my messages, you're a person with unconditional love. You've been fucked over a lot. You can see the difference between someone fucking you over and them being influenced by this, and it's not them. Especially me being a projector, I can see that clearly. So this won't be the same thing as giving someone a chance that doesn't deserve it, because you know they're going to come out of it. They don't see that yet, though. They don't see how powerful they are yet because of belief systems. Yo, belief systems is no joke, man. It's no joke. Here's the idea, the thought that came through my mind because I allowed it to. It was, be yourself regardless of any tradition or belief system, and come into harmony with the collective. Doesn't that sound like a beautiful world to you? A beautiful box, because that would be a world. That's a box of what the box of humanity is, the world. Yeah, that's what that is. The box of humanity is called world. That part. So we're in an age where your immortal self and mortal self can dwell in the same space. 441. So some of you can go to someone and they will give you a prognosis of what it is that you're experiencing, or they may say that they don't know because this has never been experienced in a physical realm, as far as having to tell the collective that this is what's happening. I'm not music at. Let me play my music so I can chill. Cause this ain't even the time for me to be telling you too much either. Cause I already know. I mean, yeah, YouTube is. I said what I said. I'm not gonna explain what I just said either though. Anywho, this is what I'm saying. You could have a 2-year-old in front of you and they know way more than someone who's been here in the physical that you are aware of for the last 200 years. Be very mindful. Ignorance ain't bliss, it never was. And they put that shit through your head constantly. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Y'all got to start listening to your soul, but I get it though. You're not going to listen to your soul if you don't know what your soul is. You think your thoughts are your soul. No, it's not. The thoughts and the mind are actually separate. Once you actually take in whatever it is that has to do with your thoughts and you start to build a conception of it, it starts to become your conscious mind. But there's a lot of thoughts that have it. Come on now. The weakest spells are out here, but they're the strongest ones. That's why if you actually reached me, it's for two reasons. You're doing something that I'm going to actually stop you from, not me. When I say me in that sense, it has a lot more to do with the universe is going to stop you, or it's time for you to wake up. You're on a bridge when you meet me. You're on a bridge. You can go backwards or you can go forwards. It's really up to you. I'm not going to control that. No one's supposed to control in which direction you go. Which direction? That's all it is. That's what which is. Different directions. Shout out to Dr. B. Serious. Now, here's another thing too. This is where you have to be more connected to your soul because there's a lot of information out there. Because I can hear somebody asking me, so why don't you help everybody? No, 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 no. Because not everybody can take the type of help that I'm willing to offer. It'll change your whole entire paradigm. And for some people, that'll make you go crazy. Okay? Crazy. I'm not here for that. And I can sense when that's around. I'll work with you piece by piece, and piece by piece means that you're still here in these lives, piece by piece. Because for me, time is an illusion. It's an art, not the calendar. It's an art. But I do use the calendar as a form of art. Okay? Because there's a lot of times where I'm sitting here observing the experience and I look at my chart calendar or the chart calendar for the collective and it's explaining everything that I'm experiencing or observing through my experience. I'm like, okay, okay. See, here's the problem with the collective. The problem with the collective is you need too much proof, which means you have no connection to your soul. You don't trust your soul. You're going to trust another human being who is in school just like you. You're going to trust another student with what it is that you're learning. So the moment you come across me is your moment to realize you're the teacher and the student, and this is a beautiful life to experience, and that means you're a god and a goddess. I have a lot of powers I don't use because I know my capability. I don't. I observe. That's all. I'm an observer. Observer. You feel me? Ah, my baby. Fire and Vida. Love to you both. Ashe. So, Anubis, the guardian of the dead. And there was a sparrow that came through when I was talking to my sister, my 2020 twin, at 4:53, which would be 16:53, 4:53. See, some of you, not all of you have karmic siblings, you know. Some of you have siblings that are full of love and you're their protector. They're here to bring love into this universe, into this realm. And in most cases, that's going to be the youngest sibling. Or if you're not the youngest, those that are, older than you. Older than you based on Gregorian. No, I'm not even gonna say Gregorian, because that would no. They may be older than you based on a time or the position as to which each of you were born. But a lot of them literally ask for you. Your parents don't know this, but they know what they ask for. See what I'm saying? So let me get out. Thank you, infinite creator of all Mama Universe, Papa Universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides that guide and protect me, gods and goddesses that flow through me because you are me, as me, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Yo, don't forget to like the video when you come up in here. If you in here, even if you're not subscribed to the channel, which you should, if definitely if you want to chat. So if you're not subscribed and you're in here watching, two reasons. You're shy. I get it. Don't be shy. Open yourself up. So I'm not gonna come for you in the way that's gonna make you feel less than yourself. That's not what the fuck I'm here for. I'm here to wake your ass up. That's the positive form of a trigger. Now, others of you who are just in here lurking, the same way if I may have blocked you and you in here under a different name, get yourself together. You're gonna have to find another reader to connect to. I ain't the one because I see you already. Don't play with me. I don't play with people. I know my power and I don't use it the way that I can. In the way most human beings would use the power that I have, I'm not gonna do that. That's not me. I'd rather bring love into this. A whole lot of it too. That by me just standing here, it wards off all of the evil. That's it. Sacred. Listen, sister. Yes. Yes. Sacred. That's my sacred. Okay, sacred scales. Let me know when you get your stuff going, baby. Okay. That's the real white right there. Right there. That's pure light. Pure light. Pure light. And I know that because I know when I put people through a test to see if they're warriors, they are warriors, but they're the warriors that come through when the front line has done all they can. They shouldn't have to get an operation at all. And this is what I mean about some of y'all siblings on some real shit. They don't know who they are yet. Some of them do. They're growing into that. 255 is equivalent to the hyena and the jackal. Now, the hyena, as I was expressing myself on Instagram prior to coming to y'all here, the hyena is connected to the first quarter, which speaks of challenges, confidence, and commitment. Right now, we're in the third quarter. which speaks of reevaluate, balance, and trust. So there's something that you have to reevaluate, balance, and trust from the first quarter. And I literally got off of IG at that moment and came over here. So let me see something. I got you right now. So first, we're in the third quarter, right? That's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I just said. So let me look at as to when the first quarter was September 3rd, which the calendar would state as Labor Day around that time, the 3rd to the 5th. Yeah. And that was when the moon was in Sag going into Capricorn. Now, for some of you, your finances is having a form of change, but your finances is also connected to your emotional security because it's all currency, it's all energy. They made money look a different way to the point that it will have people talking about money's the root of all evil. No bullshit, because the root, okay, let's put it this way: the root is your sexual organs. Most people step into that phase, two reasons. There's a low vibration, a high vibration. The low vibration is basically anybody, where you're looking for love outside of you from anybody. The higher vibration is when you're in love with someone and you decide to step into that act of sexual intercourse with someone. That's the root as well, which will be the heart, right? That's the emperor energy. Okay, say less. Did we not do this message about 2 days ago, 2 nights ago, about this emperor and where they were? It sounded like they were in the underworld with Solomon's knowledge not being utilized appropriately, having the Ark of the Covenant in your hands, but you're fucking around with it. However that flows. That just came out. Some of you are going to resonate with that because you're supposed to hear what I just said and the way I said it. That's for you. Do what you're supposed to do now. Anyway, for the rest of us, here, what do we have? You're traveling through worlds here. Rado, the letter R is significant. Eight of Wands, which is Mercury and Sagittarius. Now, I have a Mercury and Sag. So, this is why I speak the way I do, too, though. And I'm hella dramatic because my sun and my Mercury is in the fifth house. I'm just pure Leo energy. Like, me and Sekhmet, we here. We here. I had one divine masculine tell me that. He was like, I saw your Sekhmet face. Don't fuck with me, bro. I won't come for you. I mean, it takes a while for me to come. I don't see. That's the thing. Like I'm that type of high priestess, that goddess, that empress. I'm not gonna come for you unless I'm told to. I used to do that in the past, and if I did that in the past, it was physical. See, now I don't. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna let yourself, you and karma have your own communication amongst each other, and y'all do what y'all do. This is where people fuck up now. With some of you too. They think that you're doing something. No, you're doing it to yourself by thinking that this person is doing it. But at the same time, this person here that you think that's doing whatever you think they're doing to you, they're blocking themselves from you, which means whatever it is that you're throwing at them as far as protection is coming back at you, because now the protection that you're sending out to protect you from whatever is coming back at you. So now it's the protection that you're sending out is being seen as, oh, I got to protect myself from wherever it goes and wherever it lands. It's going to be you. Make it make the fuck sense. See, some of you had some stagnation in your life because it was necessary for you to see exactly what the fuck I just told you just now. Don't let this image fool you. Oh, she's pretty. Don't let the shit fool you. They dressed me up nice this lifetime, more than likely. However, as far as a mermaid's concerned, because if you really see a mermaid today in this day and age, it is not as beautiful as the mermaids you see in Disney. It's not. Masculine as fuck. Anywho, let me see what this journey is about. And that's number 20, which is the judgment card. Excuse me. You see that? I'll fix it later. Don't, whatever. Judge me if you want to. That's on you. Mind you, that could be me and my moon in Virgo as. See that? You see that little thing right there? See, for me, that's like chill, 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 sis. What we doing? Anyway, the magician. We got the Eight of Wands and the magician. The magician is ruled by Mercury too, as a matter of fact. So, you see that? You see the letters? Ra. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 203, self initiation. That's Perpetua, the Satan of authenticity. I think she got her hand like this. Yeah, something like that. RF is also significant too. RARF. That sounds, isn't that a frequency? RARF. The wrath. The wrath of what? Justice. 20th. So that's the judgment card. Well, 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 well. I'm telling you, all day today, my aunt's been popping up. The number that she popped up with for me earlier was 446. And that was the egg, the golden egg of my aunt. 255 again, like I said, which is the cards of high honor and the mature man. Okay, that's definitely Anubis. You have to be at a certain level of lessons. Now, here's the thing with your Saturn return, which is every 27 to 30, precisely every 29 years, you're learning something that no longer matches the path of your purpose or the purpose of your path, however you want to put that. Even that, what I just said, some of y'all can write that down and see where you're at. Path of your purpose or purpose of your path. Those could be two different things. If you're somebody that goes deep like me, I'm not going to do it now because it could take me off track. However, Eight of Wands and the Magician. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, you're going to manifest into your reality and quickly, especially with Mars and Gemini because that's Mercury. And it's like all the fire energy is all together here now. Give me un segundo, por favor. Esta soledad que me está matando por esta mujer. Okay. Amazing. Ashe, if I do that. Yes, yes, yes. For inhales, hold breaths, and 4 seconds of the exhale. Definitely. That saying already took me deep. Ashe. Ashe, Empress. Ashe. What up, Monique? What up, girl? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I would have my clients do that before every session. You better sit over here. I mean, there's another part of it to it physically as well, where I have them sit up right, like with the foam roller, and you put a band that's literally right at the top portion of your ribs, and you squeeze it so you can feel the expansion of your lungs when you're breathing. So that way, you're taking deep breaths. Because most people think a deep breath is this. All of that right there that just happened, you just show me how stressed you are. This is what I mean. I'm gonna just look at you and just I hear and listen to when people are speaking, but I'm watching your body more than anything because your body knows your original language. See, a lot of y'all may wonder, like, how the fuck she be over here going? Because I look at these cars like bodies. Feel me? I look at the cars like bodies. They move a certain way, and I pay attention to the way my body's move. So some of y'all are readers too, and you're doing things the generic ass way. If you don't mind me asking, did you make a video with your stretch video? Did you make a video? Didn't you say you watched a video yesterday and you asked me if I did one? I'm just saying, don't take that the wrong way. I'm like I got a Mars and Aries and a Sun and Sag. I'm a little snappy with a Saturn in Capricorn and the Moon in Virgo. You see what I'm saying? You see, you was on one yesterday. Caught your ass. Fire Diamond. Shout out to Fire Diamond, y'all. Ah, Shay, beloved. That's exactly what you told me yesterday. He was like, I watched your stretch video. I mean, it wasn't a stretch though. So no, you didn't watch a stretch video. You watched more so of a activating video. How you made, did you make a 4 count breathe video? I did not. Hello, Mika. I'm done with you. Wait, is this the Mika that got me on point with the song we was listening to the other day? I'd rather be with you. Let me know if that's you, because I feel like that is you though. Because I knew that was you. Yeah, it is you. I knew it was you, motherfucker. I knew it was you. All right, so now fire. I haven't. No, I didn't do a video. No, I didn't do a video with that. I could. I'm going to. See, here's the thing. I'm real picky as to the way I post my workout videos because that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit a little different for me. You know what I'm saying? My slow tapping ass. Yes, that video was only 150, but very informative. You gotta, if you don't mind, putting the link up on here or email it to me so I can see what video you was talking about. But yeah, that's when I used to work at a sports performance place. But so okay, since we on that type of topic, this could resonate with a lot of you. As you went on your spiritual journey, I got you, love. Ashe. Ashe. As I was going through my spiritual journey, and it hit me more as soon as I hit 30. I'm going to be 34 come November. So as soon as I hit 30, it hit me the strongest, where I got confused as to why, since I was 7, 8 years old, my thing was to be this professional track and field athlete and to go after it. And this is what I've always done, to the point that I was so serious about it that I would literally put myself in a position to train myself. That was moment number one where I realized the potential that I had that had to yet have to had the lid taken off of. Okay. So from, let me see, 2020, because a lot has changed for a lot of us as of 2020 up until this moment. It's like a lot of us are going back to that period before 2020, but with a different type of clarity, where whatever you were doing before 2020 that really made you feel this sense of joy and abundance, you're going to go back to it. Okay. but it's going to come from a space where you're not seeking support and love from anyone outside of you, because you realize through this phase, unfortunately, humanity has to have that type of experience. And this is why it's called Earth School, where you go through these lessons, including death. Death ain't supposed to be. That's the other lesson when it comes to humanity. I feel like whoever it is that watches this video, whoever it is that connects to me, y'all gonna be living for a very long time, and y'all have to be able to take on a lot of shit. You're gonna have to be able to take on a lot. But in taking on a lot, you're learning a lot. But at the same time, there is a thin line between those two. There's gonna be a very thin line between those two, where you can easily go back to a phase where you're moving like uh, a mogul, and you're basically, a mogul is a mortal person when you're immortal, because the 5D is an experience of the mortal and immortal dwelling together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not gonna be for everybody. That's why I be telling people, like, I don't give a fuck about the quantity. I'm looking at the quality of the people that I'm connected to. The quality don't mean shit to me. Never did. Because if it did, I can easily get this money, and it'd be the wrong way. I promise you that, because I got a temper that's out of this world. I got a temper that'll piss me off as to why it's taking so long. You feel me? So it's like, let me go into these. Let me dab into this astrology. Let me dab into these cards. Let me dab into get to know myself. If I take somebody fucking head off their shoulders, because I've done it before. And people ain't that strong where they gotta feel like they gotta call some type of authority figure to come and check you or whatever. I said one time is enough for me. I don't need to learn that lesson ever again. Ever again. I get it. But you see this here now power that I'm connecting to, you would rather me connect to where I was before. Because this is way stronger, and this is nothing that you could come to me against me with at all. Big thugging, nah, fuck that. You big thugging. Nah, real shit. I come straight from the concrete jungle, the BX, straight from the South Bronx. That's just where I'm from in this lifetime, and I know why I chose this lifetime in this type of area. Where I'm located is a lot of gods and goddesses, plenty of them, primordial ones. Some of them know who they are, some of them don't know who they are. It's real out here. This ain't no place that you can just sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna go. No, watch it. Watch yourself. So, on that note, radio frequency. See, that's another thing I'm not too concerned about, because I know where I come from, and a lot of you had to kind of like step out of that fear of what it is that you got to say because of radio frequency. They embedded that pill into your head. They embedded that frequency into your mind, into your body. But we got a certain piece off the board now, so that whole other side is vulnerable to it. I'm not going to say that other word, but that whole side is vulnerable. Some of you who already know what I was about to say, you know what I was going to say. But the reason why I'm not concerned with that aspect of myself, and I'm saying a lot about what I got to say right now, because obviously y'all can resonate with it. But it's more so to the effect of, if you really want power, step into love. See, a lot of people that want power don't know what love is, because if they knew what love is, the world would look completely different. Completely different. But they've noticed, this is an example of a crash dummy. That when you step into love, you're not actually being loved by many of those that were loving you before for doing a fake shit. That when you step into the realistic way of living, You're shown the truth, the absolute truth, and nothing but the truth. So you, God, and that is within you, the I am that I am. That's what God is. Let me get some cards for y'all though. That was the message from Isis, Auset, and Anubis. It was. It was. Let me pull some tarot cards from the Egyptian deck, though. Anubis and Isis, what is your final message here for the collective? You're more than welcome into this space. You already know the vibes as far as me being on a live, because they always hear when I'm not live. So if you don't see me respond to you or anything like that, don't take it personal. You can if you want to. That's just gonna be a lesson for you. But yeah, we got the Knight of Swords, Gemini, and the Hangman, and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is their final message to you. Now, let me look at this here from the way it's explained in this deck, because I want to go off of that. But then I'll give you the intuitive energy that I'm feeling from it as well. Give me a second, baby. Give me a second. The Hangman, where you at, baby? That's Pisces energy. Expiation, devotion is a divine law from which no one is exempt. Penitence, sacrifice, reparation, pardon, transition, illumination. And then you have the messenger of ruin, courage, rage, violence, and mercenary. Now, that's what I was feeling too, because there's been a lot of messages that's been coming through. And I feel like it's more of a mental thing. It's not a physical aspect, because it's me just scratching my head. So a lot of the battle, the war that's happening, because the battle, this is something you would physically fight. The war is where your higher self would step in along with your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors. This is where that's all happening from a higher realm. So the war that's going on is literally a destruction of all of that needs to be ruined. And that was what the message was from yesterday, having to do with ruin. Necessity, rather. But we have necessity of ruin. Let me get a. I'd rather be with you. Ooh, yeah. The Hangman is number 12. Something about the cattle. What I'm seeing though has something to do with 2 blood moons. What has been the sacrifice that has been happening between 2 blood moons. See it here? Hi, Robert. But then we have the crescent phase of a maiden. All I can say is hi. All I can say is me. I have a lot. See, I ain't gonna go that far. We ain't gonna do that. That's anyway. So that's the maiden, or orb, orb. I'd rather be with you. Ooh, yeah. 644. Or hold on. started. Hold on. I'm going to have to pause that because I'm looking for what I'm looking for. Give me a second. 88, 89 is significant because I'm hearing somebody say something, but I was not even a year, 2 years old yet. But I can hear them though. So 88, 89 is significant. Someone who likes chicken legs. Here's the thing. This is why I say, whenever you hear a message, take what resonates with you, because there'll be messages where I'm like, okay, I'm just listen. I'm a true messenger. If you Quinn Cooks, true messenger. But I have a lot of music going off. 4141. There's a lot of music going off in my head, and it's more so like the type of music that you would love to listen to, that no matter where you're at, this is the tune that will get you up and dance. Encompassing, surrounding, roundabout. 4141. And that Sparrow was talking about Seattle. Boom, yeah. When I was really on my NFL shit, I was a Seahawks fan. Still am. I mean, on top of like, because I realized the type of athletes that they do recruit. Because I watched football all my life, but that was the one thing that was like, well, yeah, that's my team. But that all kind of dwindled down once I got deeper into my purpose and I started to see what you're using these beings for. And I just got kind of pissed off. But anyway, Archangel Raphael came up for the Sparrow that came through at 453 atomic spiral. Okay. Now, let's go up one more. One more. One more. Here we go. Thank you. Adam. One of the small parts out of which any physical quantity is built, based on the dictionary. But metaphysically speaking, a particle charged with tremendous energy that may be released and made to give to man powers beyond expression. Now, this is also speaking of where you hear of one fish and one loaf of bread feeding 5,000 people. So, okay. Anytime I feel like I'm getting like this, some of you are going through a battle that you're sitting here fighting your own fucking selves. You got to stop doing that shit, especially if you're going to watch my channel. Stop doing that. Don't come in here until you're ready to hear what you're supposed to hear, because some of you come up in here to justify what you got to say. This ain't the message. I ain't the one, because whoever it is that you're going to is going to show you how much I ain't the one. That's where we at with it. So you be sounding like you bullshitting, Robert. You be doing too much. You doing too much. Give me a second. You doing too much, Robert. Okay. No. Okay. You don't gotta respond to everything, because I can hear you. You don't gotta respond. When you start responding, I can hear you. It's like you're overdoing it. That shit get a little. You know what I'm saying? It get a little. What is you doing over here, bruh? Highly sensitive to energies. Now, saying that word, sensitive, some of you been told you're too sensitive or you're too emotional. Listen, don't put Enoch into this. Make sure your next comment is valid, because that it might keep you here or might get you blocked. So be mindful of that. Now, some of you may hear the terminology of being called sensitive. That is your greatest power. Your sensitivity is your power. People are not used to that because they're so used to living in a mortal, carnal world, not a spiritual, immortal world that can actually connect with mortals in a respectful way, in a balanced way, where we're not creating karmic children or seeds. See? So there's a lot of, how many of you in here are Libras? Who's a Libra in here? Okay. How I'm shuffling, the same two cards come out. Y'all see me shuffling the cards and the same two cards come out. So I'm going to read this again for y'all. As I just said, Libra. Knight of Swords speaks of the messenger of ruin, courage, rage, violence, mercenary. And then you have the Hanged Man, which let me see. There's a direction here. Direction of water. Expiation. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you. I know exactly what that means, because I want to make sure I give you the proper explanation if it requires me to. So here we are. Act of making satisfaction or reparation for an offense, atonement, reparation. As I'm reading that message of Adam, atonement is also there. Now, atonement, wow, atonement, it's giving me this energy of I am. What comes up after I am? Sun and Mercury. I got you, boo. I got you. I got you. Say less. I got you. Let me see. Devotion is a divine law from which no dash one is exempt. Penitence, sacrifice, reparation. Pardon, transition, illumination. I gotta look at this here word here. Give me a second. I know what it means to give back what is owed, but act of mending, repair, reparation is what I'm looking at for those of you who want to know. But there's this, okay. So there's a lot of this energy flowing through social media about reparations. It's an act of mending. Now, coming from the cosmic aspect, here's what it is. You want reparations, right? And this is a hard ass pill to swallow for a lot of people who still separating themselves based on the way they look and their color. There's nobody in this world that's black, and there's nobody in this world that's white. Yeah, I sucked that shit up very well. Very well. I come from the galactic council of joy and abundance. We don't see that because there's different variations of light around us all. And y'all sitting here talking about all of this nonsense. You're never going to get what you ask for, because the ones that are in power look exactly the same. Like the Jews are the Jewish are the Jewish, but they're exactly the same as those who have oppressed you. Y'all not watching what the fuck y'all be talking about. And I'm not even here to say make it make sense because the shit don't even fucking make sense. Those are the same energies gonna get wiped out by this planet because that's exactly what she's tired of. Tired of. When I say I'm connected to the planet, I'm connected to the core of the planet in terms of that energy. A business is a business. A relationship is a relationship. Whatever it is. I don't know how far this history goes back that actually fucked up your mind to make you feel enslaved and actually support it. And when somebody tells you something, you're doing it because someone told you that someone in the past did, and this is what we got to do, and this is still going on. Sit there if you want to. When we out there, bro, we don't roll that way. And I have that passion because I come from a country where it's just separated by a fucking river front, a waterfront. Not even by the color of your skin, a waterfront. IT and Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic is what I'm speaking of. So I come from DR based off of, you know, where I landed at this lifetime. However, it's the same fucking place. Y'all may hear me say that often. Not often, but you may hear me say this in different videos. But that shit right there, when it comes to a battle that's being fought, I'm not focused on a fucking human. I'm focused on that energy that allows that to even happen because those two in itself are strong as ever. Now, you gotta ask yourself if there's a separation. Why? Why? Hmm? Why? I'll let y'all speak. Give me a second. I'm drinking plenty of water. Give me a moment. I don't know. Listen, I feel like Auset and Anubis is in DR and in Haiti right now. I don't know. They making trips now. You put this here. Here. Espera. Dame un momento, por favor. Gracias, mi gente. See, I'm gonna speak my Spanish as colonialized as it may be, but I'm gonna tell you this one thing though. Excuse me, that was a whole elbow. I'm gonna receive whatever it is that's been blocking us. You best to believe that shit. Oh, that's what y'all talking about. Oh, okay, got it, got it. Cause I've always been that being where you're like, oh, you don't like that man again. I know what I was about to say, but I don't want to be too, you know, too much on this here thing. That'd be more of a statement that I'll make in person when listen, I be going off like this because I've been bullied before in my damn life too. So I don't like bullies. I don't like none of y'all motherfuckers. And if I sense that you a bully, even for like a smidge bit, I'm gonna come for your neck. I'm gonna come for your neck. I'm gonna just tell you now, I'm gonna come for your neck. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna come for you. Just like Santa Malta did. I'm gonna come for your neck. I'm gonna step on your neck. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Without a problem. with joy in my heart. I'm gonna step on your fucking neck because the last time you're gonna do this shit. We ain't doing this here. We not. This is not what we here for. Stop doing that. Stop. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ready for these card spreads or what? Talk to me. What we doing? You either now you speaking like a normal person. You sitting here putting affirmations and shit. You start speaking normal because you sound like a fucking spam person. Let me tell you right now, while Mars is in Gemini, don't come with the bullshit on this channel. I'm Mars is my number one dominant planet as a Sag. So check it. You know what, too? Some of you may have children. If you do have children, right? And you notice that they're coming back home timid and everything at school is going okay, just double check that. Just double check that. Because some of them, if they're like me, they won't tell you. They're not going to tell you. Because they feel like they know they can handle it themselves, but just make sure they know that they have someone around that even if they say that they're okay, you know, because then that can trickle down to a different form of perception later on where it's like every time that you're okay, when you're seeking, not so much seeking in terms of outside of you as a form of weakness, but if you are feeling weak and you want that extra help and you're unable to ask for it, that can develop from that too, where when you were younger, you were able to handle certain situations, or you weren't telling your older siblings, or you weren't telling your parents about what was actually going on because one of the neighborhood that you live in, and you don't want any type of gang like family like war going on, especially of the severity as to where it is that you reside in. For some of you, this is giving you clarity as to like certain situations in your life too, you know. But, man, listen, I feel like through my whole life experience, I've been through experiences of the last 5,000 minimum years. If you really want to make a minimum time frame of that, 10. Shit ain't no joke when your soul has to go through these different types of evolutions because it chooses to every time. And I'm talking to a Virgo because you're a person who likes to serve. Sun, moon, rising. You love to serve, especially if you have Venus in Virgo. Oh, you love to serve to the point of your fucking detriment of your life. You're willing to be abused until you realize, no, this is not what the fuck I'm here for. I'm not here for this. No. Let's see what this is talking about, my love. What's the surrender message for the collective present at this time? What is the surrender message for the collective at this time? Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs, whatever that is that you're lacking, and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying and so to doing to make everyone else happy. Stop insulting yourself when it comes to making everyone else happy. See, a lot of y'all give yourselves the answers when y'all say, as soon as you say the word trying, you're giving yourself the answers as to whatever situation you're in at the present moment. The moment you transform that dialogue into either you are doing or you're not doing, is the closer you're going to get to a solution. See, some of you are surrendering too much to non-action because I saw that card pulled through twice and each time it went back into the deck. Because you're being guided to surrender to effortlessness, meaning stop pushing so hard. Stop pushing the situation that you got going on right now so hard. You pushing it. Here's the thing. This is why I love track and field. When you push yourself to run forward, you're actually pushing yourself to a fucking injury. Simple as that. Most people, when they start running, they don't like running because they realize what it means to pull the energy from within outward. I'm going to have to do a separate live for like track athletes on some real shit. Because this is a message we all need to fucking hear, including myself. Because the way it's coming through right now. So here we go. When it comes to the Olympics, that's every 4 years. Okay, we know number 4 to be the emperor. The 4 with the emperor also connects to the heart chakra, a balance of the heart. When you have a balance of the heart, especially when it comes to a certain level of speed or endurance you want to connect to when it is that you're running, you got to be relaxed. You got to be relaxed. You injure your hip and track, come through, baby. Come through. That Sagittarius energy is your hip. Hip is Sag. So when it comes to the sport of track and field, that is actually called athletics. Every sport that you do, you have to be athletic. Everything that you have to do with fitness, yoga, all this other shit, you have to be athletic per se. As far as us using language for us to have a personal understanding as to what is being spoken of. Okay. So most of the greatest races, or the greatest performances rather, of a track and field athlete is when they're most relaxed and they feel like they were uncomfortable. Most times they'll drop a personal best when they feel uncomfortable. When they feel comfortable and they can kind of dictate as to like what they were going, not so much what they were going to, because that's what you're supposed to do after every, performance. But this is a moment where you feel like you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. But when you look at the board and it says your time, it doesn't equate to what you felt. So this is that crossroads moment. Okay. So in that crossroad, you're like, I felt like I did this, but this is what this is saying. That's crucial for a lot of you now. You felt like you was running at a particular pace, but reality showed you exactly what it is that you were doing. And for some of you, that's feedback in partnerships, whether if it's through friends, family members, lovers, co-workers, all that. That was one of the things I wrote down today as well. When it came to relationships, and relationships is anything that you decide to embark on when it comes to what you relate to. So I said, damn. Once I accepted my relationships, I cleaned the slate. Because all of the relationships, whether if it was friends, there's certain family members that I had to let go of. See, when it comes to my immediate family, that's a different story. Like my mom, my pops, my brother, my sister. Now, there's personal, things that goes through that too. But however, if there's ever a point in my life where I'm going to forgive somebody, is because we come from the same womb. See, one thing about a mother, me personally, I would never put myself in the space to be like, oh, I don't fuck with my mother. I don't go fuck what she do, because the reason why you're here physically is because she allowed you to be in her womb. She was given to you in her womb for that reason. I just think from a higher perspective, though. See, anybody that thinks from a lower vibration, like, but she did this and she did that, yeah, because you're doing the same thing. It may not look the same way, but you're doing the exact same thing that you blaming her ass for. And how do you know that? Your partner might tell you. Your own relationship may tell you. And if this is something where, the womb that you were in before coming into this world has to let go of what allowed her, not so much allowed her, because if the feminine energy went back to the predated feminine energy, you wouldn't need a certain level of sperm cells because you can do that by yourself. And that's a whole nother topic as well. But y'all making me go there today. I don't know who the fuck up in here, but there's somebody in here that's making me go this goddamn deep. Now you ain't damned. But well, there's underworld. That's the underworld. That's the damned world. Yeah. So they call y'all, but y'all not damned like that. So we good. We excuse my language. However, surrender to effortlessness, followed by surrender your fear of intimacy. Everything I said, just literally, if you put everything I just said right before this card came out, you put an equal sign, you should see this. This is exactly what you should see. Get there now. Oh, Hyena. So this is an energy that you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening. I'm not going to say opening because the heart doesn't open up close, because if it closes, your ass will be dead. So let's read this again. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from getting closer to your heart, because the heart has a mind of its own until you realize the mind of the heart. And once you realize the mind of the heart, this makes you immortal. I'd rather be with you. Oh, yeah. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and a worth that come from just being you. That's what I was saying before. Like, I actually feel like that moment is coming where the collective in itself that has yet to be awakened, and where you're being asked to step away from awakening these people, is because the divine is going to do it in a sense of, okay, I'm here. I'm telling you right now, be yourself, regardless of the belief systems and the traditions that you know of. Be yourself and be in harmony with this earth. What does that look like to you? Be yourself in spite of beliefs and traditions that you have been taught, and bring harmony onto this planet. See, a lot of people Two ways. It's just 1, 10, 11. 11, 0, 11. Yeah. It's either some people are going to get sucked up by the galactic center into the space of rebirth where it means that their physical body is gone, or some will be going through a spiritual while still physically here experience of transition where now they can evolve. You get to choose that though. You get to choose that. That shouldn't even be something called as magic. The fact that it is called magic is because there's a misunderstanding of what the actual word magic is. It's the imagination of self. I don't believe in magic. Oh, you just told me you don't believe in yourself. Then 111 all the time. You don't believe in magic. You don't believe in yourself. Keep thinking this is a dark thing, and the fact that you keep thinking it's a dark thing in the wrong type of space of what darkness is, where the fuck did you come from before your ass came out your mom's vagina, or if it was a C-section, however you entered into this light? Some of you entered into a fucking artificial light. So have I, but that's what this scar coming here for. And Goddess was like, no, you go remember where the fuck you came from. So, shout out to my bro. That was a whole bat though. That straight up 14 stitches, 7 in and out my head. I was like, no, I don't want to go to the doctor. Mind you, that hole was deep as fuck though. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. That was a deep ass hole. Bro, if you watching this, I love you. Don't even trip. This is all part of the process, baby. Straight up. On some real shit. Cause he a whole Aries too. That hole was probably about this deep. Like half of this cap. That hole in my head was about that deep. And I put my whole finger in that bitch too. I was like, no, I don't want to go to the doctor. Shout out to that surgeon that did my shit though, because the way this went down, I should have had a different type of scar on my head. Different type of scar on my head. This motherfucker was like, that was an umbrella. No, motherfucker, that was a bat, bro. You hit me with a bat. You was fucking swinging in a room. I walked in that motherfucker and there that happened. Yo, that moment I learned a lot about myself too. It's probably 5 years. I was 5 years old. I was 5. Yeah, with this big ass gash on my head. But let's get into it though. It's my bro. That's a real emperor right there though. I got a big sis of a Virgo and a big bro of an Aries. And a little baby sister has a Sag. One thing about me, I have a real close energy when it comes to my family. If they fuck up when it comes to like that whole yeah energy that comes through, that tornado that comes through. I'm about to whoop y'all ass. I'll go fuck at that point. I'm about to whoop y'all ass. Mama, dad, a brother, sister, whatever, whomever. Let me see what this is. Yeah, ain't no concerns here. Yeah. Because of the gift. Like, nah, you good. Oof. Official person. If you know me personally, you know how that went down. Yeah, we strong. We strong, all right. I'm a Sag. My sister's a Virgo. My brother's an Aries. My mom is a Sag, and my dad is a Scorpio. So there's that. So we a vibe, y'all. We a fucking vibe. You hear me? We a vibe. Uh-huh. 33. And my dad's dad was born 1894. A Gemini. So some of you are concerned about work here. Let me pull another spread though. I'm not gonna use these cards until we're asked to. Give me a second. That's another reason why anytime I got bullied, I was like, I'm not involved with my family because everybody in here the fuck gone. And we're not that type of family either in terms of like that type of vibes. But you know what I mean? My childhood looked like Pisces, Sag, Cap, Libra. Yo, that right there is intense. That's intense. That is intense. Pisces, Sag with two Caps and a Libra. That's intense. You learn a lot of lessons once you get to know like okay, you get to see where you could possibly be mentally enslaved, and you shifting yourself helps you shift everyone around you. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's also a lesson for you to see like, don't mind me because I just spray stuff, and I know when I like go like this, I'm not rubbing it too hard. So when you got perfume on, don't rub it too hard. But anyway, when you get to see these type of transitions in your chart, you really get to look at people differently. You know, you can have certain signs within your environment, but those same signs are in your natal chart. And they're teaching you something about your personality that everyone else has. They have you in their chart as a part of their personality and connected to a planet. But if you're in this type of environment and you're the only one, like you're really the one that's supposed to be here to transform yourself, you're not here to force anybody else to see where you're coming from, which is why you always hear me say you're not here to be understood. Until you understand yourself, you're not going to be seeking anyone. Until once you understand yourself, you're going to realize that you're not seeking anyone to understand you because you're going to see how much of a journey that's going to be. You know, so not everybody wants to go through the transformations that you may go through, at least the way you would go through it, and because they're not equipped to do so. But you are equipped to do so, so that way you can help them get to the point where they remember that they are able and capable to do and get on the path of the transformation that you are familiar with, where they can now begin to ask you questions. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say I ain't with the drama and shit. Because I can give you this whole perspective of a high vibration. But if you want that war energy, I'm the last person you want to come to. Too savvy for the bullshit. On some real. Don't get me thinking in that direction because I'm gonna go for it. And if I decide to go for it, I'm gonna go for it all the way. This is why I step the fuck back from that type of vibes. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I'd rather bring love into the situation, show people what love is, and show people what love is. It'll allow them to step away from situations where love is not. You know. So, oh God, no one talks to each other, but the Libra talks to everyone. me? 120. I gotta get this energy out. There's a lot of balance that's happening because my aunt, the way she comes through, that shows me Libra. So this would be a day where, like, within the next week, you can find yourself onto the restroom quite often. Don't hold it because you're releasing a lot of these partnerships because Uranus connects to the seventh house, which is Libra. So fun fact for the collective. Okay. So the song I just heard, I know y'all can't see me, but the song I just heard, someone told someone yesterday that you asked for them. Random. Just had to say that because that was what I heard in the lyrics when I just went outside. What are those twin stones? Twin stones on the neck. Yeah. Every time I watch you get drunk, adventuring. It's just a darker adventuring. Emerald, close to it. Are you a Taurus or have any Taurus placements? You let me know. Y'all can ask questions, y'all. By the way, someone did ask me before. Do you do Q&A? Y'all can ask questions. Y'all just be shy to you. Y'all, my thing is, I'm gonna make you realize which. If I don't, see, here's what I'll do. If it's a question that you would have to ask personally, I just won't answer you. You have a Taurus stellium in the fifth house. Okay, it's the green that you're connected to. Okay, yeah, baby. You got a lot of Venus energy to you, honey. You saw my face just now? Okay, so if we was together in person, that's what I would have did and realizing, hold up, where the music at? That's what happened. hmm Is that my dominant energy then? Possibly, possibly, depending on the degrees of your chart energies. So could be one of them though, which would be Venus. When you look into your chart, one of your dominant planets may be Venus. This is where the time of that you were born comes into play. And for those of you who don't know the time that you were born, I feel like you can access that based on like the energies throughout your day. I'm still working on that though. I anytime I mention that is the only time I realize, oh, we gotta work on that and figure that out. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, I'm about to pull some cards. I just need to find some. Oh, what is that? A little duck? Dawn? Oil spills. Ducks and dawn. Okay, something is if something's gonna be cleansed overnight is what I just got from that. Yeah, because the next commercial said miracles. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it's so common for me right this season. It's like I know and I don't know all at the same time. You know the vibes, boo. You know how to reach me. Surrender the beauty to the natural world. I like asking you questions. I can feel when someone knows what they're talking about. Oh, baby. I love it. Let me pull some tarot cards. Hello, 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 hello. See, one thing about me when people speak to me, love the cast vibe. Look at this one. Lydia heard the cuss bun and she just sitting here like, yes, sweet type of love. Yes. I won't give it to you. Ooh, this so. I won't give it to you. I won't give it to you. Tomorrow's my grandmother's birthday. I did a powerful reading that I was intensely feeling. I'm definitely. Listen, if I decide to go live, Centron, on IG, you're more than welcome to join me. Because you know me, when it comes to you, you feel me? Okay. Look at this. Ashe. Give it. Ace of Pentacle. This is an offer of a new beginning. This is a move. Don't force it. Don't force it. Oh, that was the other message I was getting earlier today. Where it was like, there's something you do with your body. It's strenuous, but at this level that you're at right now, it won't be as strenuous as it was before. And the changes that you saw before are going to be day and night. Whoever that's for. This could be someone who's into working out too, though. Anything that has to do with getting your body fit. This could be yoga. You know? Shade. Nah, that's my Santron right there. Okay? That's Mercury and Sag. I was just about to say, listen, this is Mercury and Sag. This is your first card. To start rehearsals, dance for an artist, for global citizens. Are you doing rehearsals tomorrow in the city? Eight of Wands is the first card out. Then we got the Ten of Wands. Monday. I bet. Monday, see. Something about yet tomorrow was like, that would be too many people. I would rather, you know what I mean? Monday through Saturday, showtime. Okay, Monday through Saturday. Okay. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Even if it's like lunchtime, I'll swing through. Even if it's just lunchtime, I'll swing through. But we got the Eight of Wands coming out first, y'all. You see this? This is fast. This is fast movement, fast rebirths when it comes to you and what love looks like to you. Before love looked like what it looked like to everybody else around you, not to you. So it's moving faster for you now, and faster not in the sense of being, you know, unprepared. No, you're beyond that. Yeah, you're beyond that. Beyond that. Let me see. I told you you're beyond that. Hierophant. Bro, where my phone at? I just put this. I put that shit back here. So some of you are putting things or hiding things away from yourself. What are you hiding from yourself? Because that right there, that shit. Don't hide anything from yourself, beloved. It's not the time for it. Honestly, it's not the time for it. So she said, "I don't know what the fuck wrong with me." That's what the commercial just said. We doing a reading, but these songs and commercials is talking to y'all too. You want a zessa? You will need zessa is the way that boy. Moses and less stress and Moses and less stress and Moses and less stress and we can't hear it unless I blast it in these headphones. She wants us to a real hospital. These two together, this is a higher level of commitment and love. With this one in the third place, yeah, that's a passionate invitation. But this passionate invitation is gonna take their is gonna go with the flow, and you're not used to it to the point that don't sabotage this. I'm not gonna say that you're gonna do it, but just don't. Don't do what you was gonna do because you feel like this is gonna be a person like somebody else, and they're actually exactly what you want. She wants us to. Endurance. This has been a long path, a lot of juggling going on here at the bottom of this spread. I need another spread for this though. Another deck, excuse me. I want to see what this Two of Pentacles is. Let me use the astrology cards. What's we're gonna use the energy cards too. What's the Two of Pentacles here for the collective? Why is this at the base of the reading here for the collective? What's the Two of Pentacles? What's the Two of Pentacles? This is Capricorn, and this is Jupiter in Capricorn. So Capricorn energy, born between December 21st, December 30th. Those dates could be significant. If you really want to know more about this when it comes to you, look at your photo album and see what it is that you have screenshot pictures that you have taken, and it'll remind you of what you was feeling, what you were experiencing at that point. Pisces energy is in the building. Let me see what the energy talking about. Archangel Uriel, there's something being cut out of your life from your spleen. Before it reaches your intuition, you won't even recognize this. So this could be, oh, hold up. So before this reaches, so if your spleen is cutting something, if your spleen is cutting something out of your consciousness, this shit is coming fast. If your spleen is cutting something out of your consciousness, then that means when it comes back to you, you're not going to recognize the past person. This is somebody that's allowing a past person to come back into the picture. Now, if this is someone new, they can remind you of someone from the past because this is Mercury retrograde. As long as this is happening between now and the middle of October, this could be an energy of the past because Mercury is retrograde. Just keep that in mind. But don't sabotage yourself, though. That's what the whole point of that was. Patience came out. 16, Tower, and the clock is on 10:10. And then we have indecision at the bottom. 8:16. You could have Venus in Mars and Leo. Or this could be about setting boundaries. What on top? Yeah, what on top? Yeah. Somebody likes how you are when you're on top, either sexually, physically in life, financially, because they know that in order for them to be with you, you have to be on top. Or this could be an insecure energy that you may have been connected to in the past, that when you're on top, they like to bring you down. You got to be mindful as to which energy this is connecting to. Got to be mindful because cornucopia came out in reverse. In December, I was about to have a communication with the Pisces about love, but they didn't show up, and we finally cleared it in June. Expectations are clear. We're now moving forward. That's a message for a lot of y'all in here right now. Appreciation. The more you appreciate yourself, the more you get to see this. The more you appreciate yourself, the more you'll be able to bring in. So as you appreciate yourself, as you appreciate yourself, yes, self-love, you're going to bring in situations that tested your self-love, only for you to make the appropriate or take the appropriate responses or move responsibly when it comes to these situations. Okay. 3915 is showing me 3915. Ooh, Archangel Gabriel, which is the throat chakra. I feel like some of you feel like you're gonna have to say something, but your lesson is to keep your fucking mouth shut. You talked too much before. Ooh, speaks of nighttime, of gloom, protective shadow. 3915. Night, 1A night as opposed to day, or 1B of gloom, protective shadow, figuratively. Properly a twist, away meaning moving from, of the light. And we're going into that season. Some of y'all in here nasty as fuck. Just saying. But anyway, let's see. Immediate past. It fell right on top of this. This was all designed for your healing. I just heard dick plays up. Why are we do what is today? It's 7:44 right now. What is today? Saturday? Today is Saturn's day. Okay. These are things I hold myself back from speaking of, because when I speak about it, you're gonna hear Venus and Scorpio. It's not what you used to. You're gonna wish your masculine talk like this. Come on now. That's why I'm picky. Picky as fuck. You gotta handle this whole entire being. Like you, fuck is you doing, bro? We live this shit. You hear me? Venus and Scorpio. We live this energy. This ain't no. Oh my god, this just happened. No, this is whole. Every time this happens, this is for the purpose of the Kundalini rising. Y'all take this shit for a joke though. It's nice. It's pleasant. Yeah, but what is you doing, bro? Who you playing with? This could be for any of you who have any Scorpio placements. This is the energy that comes through to you when it comes to that planet and your yo, Venus and Scorpios is here. Intuitive. Venus in the eighth house. Shit. Well, shit, my Venus and Scorpio in the fourth house. That's this is why I was like, I'm gonna stay to myself because y'all not gonna bother me. I'm gonna bother you way more. Eighth house is Scorpio energy. But when you have Venus in the eighth house, it means when it comes to the part of you that has to do with beauty, your possession, emotional security is in the house of deep, intense emotions when it comes to other people. So you got to be mindful of that, especially when it comes to your friends. Welcome, Emerald. You in the right you in the right live. You on the right channel. Uh-huh. You on the right channel. So let's see what's crowning this energy here. I told you about this energy now. See, anybody that comes across you sees you as the mother of their children, literally, or the father of their children. Everybody that, all of you who watch this, I don't give a fuck if it's a replay. If you're in here in this live, this is definitely towards you too. Anyone that comes across you sees everything of you, even if they're not prepared to have it, they just see it as, oh my gosh, this shit came across me. So this is my moment. And it may not be their fucking moment, but you make it their moment. Others, you know what I'm saying? You know when that's a vibrational match because it allows you to step into that phase of even having that child. Now, above all, what's crowning this message is the Empress. Okay. So, with the Empress at the top of this spread, crowning the energy, what's crowning you, what's basically at the forefront of your mind is abundance, it's fertility, it's the Empress, it's Venus, it's core values, it's emotional security. So whenever it is that you're going into any type of partnerships or situations, you're looking for security. If it doesn't bring you security, you're going to sense your body neglected. It's your free will to respond to that though. 144.22. I'm giving y'all the gems though. Don't play. I'm gonna see what the Empress is saying. I want to hear this. I want to hear that because every time I sing it in my head, as I'm going about my normal activities, I feel like I'm about to cry. I'd rather hear this. Apply knowledge of that one This past year, wisdom. Okay, wisdom. Yes. Welcome, beloved Sydney, Aboriginal, Australia. What's the Empress about? This is the part of your life because it's a planet. Now, before I even take this up, let me. So whatever this planet is, this is where the Empress is. The Empress energy is floating around you. So this could be like Mami Wata Yamaya energies flowing around you right now. Before I even get that, let me see what the moon talking about. Come on, grandma's baby. That's what you're hearing right now. 146, 44. Yeah, she here, all right. It's a whole Virgo. This is something that you're not being bold and making the first move on because this whole deck is upright. You could be an Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. There's something about this. This is at the forefront of your mind. Shit. Okay. So with this being at the forefront of your mind, you got to be careful because you can manifest what you don't want or manifest exactly what you want, but you're going to be given more if you're actually manifesting what you want. Because what you want is in connection as to why you're here, your spirit. She is here. Yeah. The moon. Some of you have a moon in Libra or Taurus. Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Let's keep going. Let me see. What's the oh, this came out together. But the other one that came out, this how this came out. I see what it is though. All right. Some of you are having trouble with moving away from deception. You're literally looking at what you got to move away from. But your instincts, for some, your instincts are guiding you back to it because you're looking back. For others of you, you could be walking away from it finally. So let me get another deck. Let me get another deck to see what the energy is and where we at. I don't need this one. That's not going to tell me what I'm looking for. $13. 7 and 6 is 13. Judgment card. Yep, you're walking away from something. Finally. You hear that? Your intuition is guiding you. What's let me see. Your business is making you do it too. And love because they're both connected. So what's this showing up to me here? Woo, yeah, for sure. Because this is a matching pair. Oh yeah, your purpose is definitely active right now. Ain't nothing getting away with that. Roberto Clemente is coming up on my ad right now. Number 21, which is a completion of a cycle. I shouldn't even be whistling right now, but seems like the road has been opened though. What time is it? Yeah. On the 10th. Oh yeah, business is definitely opening up for you and showing you where it has been closed off. Ooh, that was the high priestess that popped in and out. Look, there's something that's being revealed to you that's ending to bring your ships in. That's exactly what I just said. That's Three of Wands. I say. What's the advice here? Focus on your dark night of the soul, what you've been through, and stop focusing on this past where you were left out in the cold. Because as you focus on the, ooh, my eyes, energy, justice. This is a lot of possibilities, though. You're seeing more than the impossible. You're seeing the more than the impossible because you are possible. You are the possible. This is like playing a game of spades and having no books and having no spades, but you win the game. How the fuck you win a game of spades with no spades? Because you make the proper decision. Life. In the environment, we have the Knight of Pentacles, but the Knight of Pentacles is showing up this way. So I feel like your spirit and your purpose is guiding you out of it. This is a moment where you knew that you had to go this way, but instinctively you didn't follow that urge to go that way. So you decided to allow the universe to take its role. And this is where you experience a lot of tower moments, because this right here is Aquarius energy. And the major arcana of Aquarius is going to be the tower. So you was allowing the universe to come into play. Like both of these have to do with Aquarius or the tower energy. Okay. Now this is the Hermit, which is your advice. It's like, now it's time for you to look away from this now. I want you to look away from all of this and where you were making yourself handicapped. Because what they're showing me right now, that this person right here this is the same person. This is the same person. These two are the same as well. So for some of you, you have an inner child of a masculine energy that's a newborn still. And you're the one that had to father and mother this newborn masculine energy within you in order to move forward with this divine feminine, especially in this age of the matriarch with the patriarch, not separate. Bringing all four corners together and source, the I am that I am, as within, so without. Right here. Look at that. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. End of betrayal. It is a lot of detachment you have to do for this to happen. A lot of detachment you would have to do for this to happen. This is also equivalent to the Eight of Cups, leaving things behind. Let me see what this is. Something that was revealed to you, something that was hidden. This could have been this. So with these two showing up, this has to do with generational gifts that were a secret to you. Yes, generational gifts that were a secret to you. The sun and the moon right here. Some of you had to literally detach from Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit and connect to Father, Mother, and Son. Right here. Doubts and fears. As a kid, I lived up to streets. I just saw it, but now I think this year I have. Yes, that's exactly what it means. You can't give unless you have what you're giving inside of you completely. Some of you want complete unconditional love, but you don't have that within you yet. So you're not going to receive that yet, once you do, there it is. Your job is on, your work is only going to have to be, it's only going to have to do with, choosing which one. It's going to be quite a few. I heard inheritance earlier. Also saw father, mother, and son literally on my way home, and the son. Ashe. I saw you do work on it and don't even focus on the time frame in terms of the way you learn time. Look at it as an art piece. Because if it's a masterpiece, you're not gonna use. You could be talented enough to. Here's the thing: if it's an art piece, you could be talented enough to do it within one day. But if it's a piece that really reflects your emotions, you're gonna make sure you're portraying your feelings and express those feelings, and you're gonna make sure you manifest that on that painting board. So you're gonna take your time with it, right? It's the same thing the universe does with when it comes to what it is that you desire. So it's really no separation. Doubts and fears. Oof. Each stroke of the brush, yeah. King of Cups. When it comes to your doubts and fears. So this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could also be relevant to February 11th to the 19th, which would be a mix of Aquarius, Pisces. Let me get another deck about this here. It's definitely a Pisces though. Something about this Piscean energy, or something that you're self undoing and connecting with the Piscean energy allows you to undo that in the physically, spiritually, mentally, because it had to go that far. It had to go that far for a Piscean energy to present themselves to you, or Scorpio energy to present themselves to you, or Cancer energy to present themselves to you in the physical, to realize what's being shown to you is a part of you inside. And if they hurt you, this is where they're showing you where you hurt yourself day in and day out, effortlessly, because you want to please somebody. Big pleaser, boom, boom pleaser, whatever it is that you are. Oh, listen. The rune of the devil. But it's also connected to Hathor. Wealth, possessions, nourishment, abundance, divination, and prophecy. The tree is connected to the elder. Chest and respiratory healing. So some of you who go chest and respiratory healing is Fehu, clarifying the King of Cups when it comes to your doubts and fears. So there's no need for you to have doubts or fears when it comes to your wealth, your possessions, your core values. But as long as you focus on what an inorganic soul like the media presents to you, you connected to your own soul that you're still developing, you can make it true through that process because you don't know your own soul yet. So once you do recognize it, you're actually a lot of the a lot of the pain and confusion that you could be feeling is literally you shedding old skin. It's just pulling that shit right off. And you know what? Thank those catalysts in your life on some real, because it would take a lot for them to come to you as a god or goddess to even play that role. It would take a lot for them to play that role. And this is now where the universe says, oh, they know exactly who they are. Give them that mortal key then. You heard that? Oh, let's go. Let's go. So let's go then. What's the outcome? Yeah, it's going to cause jealousy and envy around humanity, but you're getting this offer though from what you was Whatever was being delayed is being given to you, literally. Whatever was being delayed, and this commercial is about somebody having a heart transplant. So yeah, your heart went through a transformation. This is what's bringing in this new opportunity, an opportunity that comes from that comes from source. Yo, this is a song that I used to dance when I was fucking 8 years old, 9 years old, 7 years old. I mean, I was dancing spiritual music that I had. I was about to say I had no business dancing to, but I had every business dancing to it if I'm doing what I'm doing now. Venus and Scorpio, followed by the Seven of Wands, Mars and Leo. A lot of fixed energy here. Let me get one more here. The Judgment card. Hold on, let me see. That was the Four of Wands, 44. Yeah, yeah. Spiritual realm in the building. This Judgment card is definitely speaking of a water sign, masculine energy, physically or emotionally or mentally, that has to make a judgment call. The judgment call definitely has to do with boundaries when it comes to the jealousy and envy and mistrust that they may have experienced along their life path. And it's only to bring forth change here with this number 5, okay, to step you into your Hierophant energy, number 5 as well, which is your obstacle and challenge card, because everything that's coming to you at this moment is for the following of what? To realize what it is that was deceptive and envious in your life, walk away from it finally. Like you had this moment already, but now it's coming back to you to realize what it is and walk away from it completely. Sorrow, pains, and regrets, Mars and Scorpio. This is someone getting to know the use of their actions when it comes to a transformation, what they have access to when it comes to their actions after a transformation. Six of Wands, victory and success. Going where you celebrate it based on your heart. You see, my aunt's energy coming through again, because that's what the lessons were for here. You see all this green? You was wearing your heart. Now you get the chance to actually drive. Let the heart be the navigator when it comes to the Six of Wands here. That's my shit. Walk and dance. Celebrate yourself. Walk and dance. That sounds like that sounds like Juve. Walk and dance. It sounds like Juve. It sounds like you would be in Carnival and Carnival in the Voodoo, New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck. That's 21. That's the World card. Something about that. Matter of fact, here you go. If you want to listen to what I was just listening to right now, because I'm about to play it back. Give me a second. I'm about to pull another message though. I just gotta hear that one more time. Let me put this up though. If you're not spiritually tapped in, don't be acting stupid with this song. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've seen enough with it. You know what? I ain't even gonna do it. I'm not doing this. We ain't doing this because that's one of them. That's one of them. That's one of them. Mm-mm. This is why when people like to talk about other people, I keep my mouth shut. I don't say shit. I don't say shit. Let somebody activate them spirits they connect to and see what you gonna say then. Hmm? Anywho, and I feel like that's why my aunt came up so much the way she did today. Because if people are reading the laws of my aunt, there's a lot that you will change about yourself on a daily basis. On a daily basis. That's not an easy path. It's not. It's really not. Mm-mm. And I'm saying that from my spiritual warrior sense. Calm too. So let's see what else we got, baby. Let's do love cards, shall we? Let's do some love cards. Let's do some love cards. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy as we sing here, vibing to music. I'm going to say we because as I'm listening to it, this is a collective message. So this is what we doing. Attraction. What do we attract in here? A wedding. I'm with whatever your perception or knowledge or whatever it is about wedding for you. You know what I just got from this though? The fact that we saw a wedding. This is someone that knows what they want and they feel like they have to go through all that process of engagement and everything else, but they don't have to. You can choose what that process looks like to you. You don't have to choose based on what society has built within your mindset. So someone could be wearing a false self mask in this relationship because you're an ancient soul. And until you come to terms with that, the land will be dry. Honeymoon, this could be the one. Until you come to the clearance within yourself, the someone could be named Clarence. But until you come to the clearance of that, financial issues are always going to be a factor in your love life at the present moment. You're not here to do this whole higher level of commitment the way society has shown it to you. You're not here to do that. And this is blocking some of these masculines or feminine from passion. There's a lack of passion because of that. You're not from this world. This is not what you're used to. Mm-mm. When you know, this is an energy. When you know, you know. You don't waste no time with that, and you connect to those who know. See, some of you are like that, but you connect to a lot of people that you make projects, and then you wind up being hurt. So, welcome, love. Ooh, when he gets to love now, come on, we gonna get this new love though. New love. Let me see what's saying next, just to make sure y'all good. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you. So we got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Let me get some astrology cards because now I'm being nosy. What's this new love about? Why is Vesta in reverse? This could be a Pisces because this would be more connected to Virgo. So on the other way around would be a Pisces. However, Mercury is retrograde. So this could be a Virgo coming back from the past. And we have a Leo. They could have a Jupiter and Leo in the 8th house, straight like that. Good luck to you. I can't see that right there. That's gonna be one thing I can't give you too much advice on because they know who they are. They know who they are. They know who they are. It is like let me see, Leo, Jupiter, 8th house. Ain't no words for it. Just look at my facial expression. I'm going on to see this person. Well, if that's the case, you won't be in your spiritual center. You would have to step out of it. That's a question, though. That's what you have to question. Should I step out of my spiritual center for this union? Ooh, Saturn that came out. This was the last thing you wanted to see right now. That's the last thing you want to see. That's a karmic lesson. Let me see what's the karmic lesson connected to. Neptune, illusions. Yeah, nah. With these three coming out like this, passion, deception, and new love, no, no. Mercury is retrograde, and it's retrograding. It was just 2/13/33, and I'm gonna tell your ass right now, everybody stay the fuck home. Stay home until the 25th. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't go. It's 8/18. If you gonna go out on the 20th. Go out on the 30th. Fuck that. Don't keep your ass in the crib. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, because the stars are aligning, which means they're not aligned yet. The true stars are not aligned yet. But there's a lot of perpetrators in the building, though. Uh-huh. Transformation process. So let's look at this as Pluto coming up from the ashes. Like Pluto is still in this like hot ass state where it's like it's on its way out. This on its way. This right here. This These are the people that y'all connected to. Y'all not connected to when Pluto's sitting here flying and shit and free. No, you're right here. That's a different between worlds now. Keep your ass in the crib to the 30th. 1441. But I'm not gonna tell your ass again. Don't come over here ask me for no reading now, y'all. You're like, I want to read. I'm gonna give you the noon ganga. That's exactly what I'm gonna tell you. Noon ganga. No, no. What? These two coming out like this? Nah. And deception is here? Oh, nah. We're good. Mm-mm. This is the time to actually be home with yourself, have a dinner with yourself, look good for yourself. If you choose to dance in the mirror, that's on you. Do what you do, because everybody got their different perception of the mirror. But if you know your power, you're going to be in the mirror now, because you're going to be connecting with your highest self at this time. And there's a lot of energies that can see that, of you connecting with your higher self on a spiritual level. I told you I ain't the fuck for everybody. Oh no. Nah, that's because there's new love coming around the corner though. It's right there. You're gonna have to wait till after, I would say after Mercury retrograde, because what Mercury is doing right now with the other five outer planets is literally like it's like demolition season right now. It's breaking down a lot of shit. And once it breaks down a lot of shit like chopwood, it's cleaning it up at the same time. So you gotta wait for that cleanup process before you can start rebuilding. Now, new moon in Libra in this moon oracle deck speaks of new romantic cycles begins. Let's see when new moon in Libra is. 25, 20, the 26. There's that. So just chill. Just chill. See, a lot of you, 217, on the timer, you're going to be tested a lot about your patience right now. You have a choice. This is your choice. You can have an emperor, empress, god, goddess energy, or king or queen. They're different. Completely different. Different. Because you could wind up like this situation at the beginning of the month if that's what you want to do. And so, yeah. So they're calling people when they feeling, do not disturb. Oh, God. Hmm. I just want empress and empress around me. They move different. They move different. Ain't no competition when it comes to a true emperor and a true empress. And you can't even say true because emperor empress is that emperor empress. They're always going to be true. King queen, different story. You still got another whole nother level to go to. Now the empress and the emperor know that they're on their way to God and goddess energy. They not fucking around. They not gonna fuck around. They not gonna fuck around. Because you went through too many lessons already to be even sitting there thinking about fucking around. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I was just about to tell you I take this shit from somebody that each time I had a person in my life in the past that did something that wasn't truthful, I would tell it to them in their face and they were like, oh my God, how the fuck did you know that? Or they would start crying or some shit. Chiron. Man, I'm patient. Uh-uh. I know a heart when I see one. Because we are love being man. Yeah, I'd rather not hear it until my guides tell me. Yes, empresses and empress only. This is the you feel me? VIP section for real. You don't gotta explain yourself. That's why you gonna always hear me say you're not here to be understood. If you're a king or queen, you're still going to look for understanding because there are other elements that you still have to master. Simple as that. There's no other explanation to that. You can call it a pharaoh. As far as an emperor and empress, you could call it a pharaoh too. They both lasted a month as I watched everyone around me having lasting ones. Guess I should wait. I'm only 23. Yes. Enjoy your life, boo. I'm glad you're here though at that age. And you're experiencing what I started to experience after a lesson of 9 years or 10 years, 11 years. The fact that you're going through that now, experiencing that, experiencing it, you're going to quantum leap. Just be prepared when the quantum leap comes. So just prepare yourself for that moment. So enjoy yourself. This is more though. This is one of those situations, Emerald, where I would say, get the rest that get your rest while you can. Get your rest while you can. You get lonely. You got to differentiate between lonely and alone. Because when you're alone, you're not actually lonely. There's a lot of energies around you. You're actually protected. And the fact that you're here is showing how highly protected you are. You don't have to, you would only go through a harsh lesson if you choose to. If you choose to, because 23 is when it started for me. That's when it hit me the hardest. Yep. So the fact that you're here, boo, be an empress from now. Let people see what you're worth and let people see like, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna be here for longevity. This is your last time in this physical realm, but you're gonna enjoy this last time. You know, that's a blessing. I don't use blessings. That's a blessing because you're not less than me, and I'm not less than any of y'all. But you're a bliss though. All of the blessings full of my yard. Blessings full of my yard. Yeah. Shit ain't no joke. I'm telling you, I don't be coming out here to be playing with nobody's energy. I don't do that. I'm too much of a fighter for that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. I'd rather dance and love up on everybody. Well, not in that way, obviously, but when I say dance, I want everybody around me dancing and feeling like their greatest self. Even if that shit meant like 5 seconds. Remember that them 5 seconds because it happened at least once. And if it happened once, that's bigger than just a vision because now you manifested in the physical a vision. That shit is deep now. Because that vision, that vision coming to realization can be a whole lifetime. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go back the way I did it for me. That's it, my 12th house, which was at the bottom of the deck, in the 9th house. So you're going through a journey here that could be overwhelming, that's going to cause you to yield to a greater power. I love what I do because I get to express how much of a beautiful that experience is. Churches don't, depending on which church you go to, it's not going to explain that to you, really. So, in regards to that, let me get some numbers here. I'm going to keep this out. Attachment. Healer of the Ages, 551. Okay. Everything I do right on that. Verily, truly, and surely, indeed, no doubt, surely. And it's also connected to 544, which is ooh, Archangel Uriel and blossoming abundance, cutting right through it. This is what I was saying about the spleen cutting right through situations before your intuition even reaches it, for you to make it a logical thing for you. 341. Hold up. Mm. I don't know why when I get into this, not that I don't know why, enemy. 341 is an enemy, personal or national. Now, okay, so what I was about to say was whenever I get into this type of energy, it makes me connect to teenagers, 12-year-olds that grew up fast, right? That can even be a 5-year-old that grew up fast. Now, 341 speaks of the enemy, personal or national. And I just mentioned the spleen, which moves faster than the intuition, which moves faster than the gut, which moves faster than the gut or your sacral. Before it gets to your chakras, the spleen is like, nah, 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 get out, move, get out, because that's on the side of your chakras. You know what I'm saying? That's 8 though. Someone's DNA is having an upgrade because you're a healer and you have to get attached to certain situations only to unlock it. That was your rite of passage. Mm-mm-mm. Do, do, do. Mm-mm-mm. Venus. Mm-mm-mm. I just saw a source not too long ago and it said this is the truth. What's the message here for the collective at this time? This is coming from the womb, so this is deep. It's one thing for a seed to be a seed, but the soil is a whole nother topic. We have a red moon. You could be a galactic signature of a red moon. Universal water is the energy. North node, south node, Virgo, Pisces. This is the moment for you to clear out the foundation of all beliefs and re-energize your soul in accordance to a heart as light as a feather. You could be seeing 333 444 222 111 quite often. Know that source is hiding you until no, source is hiding you like the great you are until you realign with self. And the next thing that's showing up here is a yellow star, which is the original sun. The sun that we see now is more of a combative energy, it's more so of a war energy. But you are the epitome of unconditional love, and you're being shown as to why it had to unfold this way for you to connect to higher love, a sense of freedom to break toxic patterns. And you're being asked to respond by the universe because it is nudging you about people around you that what they are claiming does not even know them. And you have seen this either the last 6 to 9 months, or you will see this the next 6 to 9 months. You could be a third deacon here of the third month, which would be March, which would be 10 of Cups. So you have a Mars in Pisces. Hmm. This is a twin flame energy I'm picking up on though. You got 5511 here. Let me see the 5511. Excuse me. Sorry. See? Because it was a warrior energy that came. I'm a huge boxing fan, by the way. So that's another reason why. I be moving like that. I'm gonna show you what it say though. 5511. See it there? 5511. See it? Warrior. Now, this could have something to do with somebody going against you though, because you have a vision of the promised land. Yeah, because this was a tribe that was defeated by Moses and Aaron when it had to do with telling them that what they're doing is not correct. So basically, your spiritual journey, you feel me? Creme de la creme. Creme de la creme. I like when they say creme. Creme de la creme. Then cream. Just saying. Sihon, king of the Amorites, but was rebuilt by God, Gad, Gad, after after having been taken and destroyed by the children of Israel, metaphysically speaking, a lifting up in consciousness of the life idea. This process of upliftment is inferred in the definition house of the height, house of elevation, mountain house. The Amorites have their seat of action in the generative functions and so refer to the life idea brought down to the sense plane. Taurus energy, Venus energy, your core values, the wisdom of your body, the senses of your body. When purified, when the senses of your body are purified and elevated to its rightful activity in man, your life force or creative energy and ability becomes a source of strength, illumination, and power to you. That's just telling you about the lessons and experiences that you have. Like they're all here to show you who you are. And this is why I started the live and saying, if all you had to do was be you, regardless of belief or traditions, be you and be in harmony with the rest of the collective that's doing that, what would that look like to you? And some of you, your relationships are literally digging that type of energy out of you for you to see it first and foremost. But I'm here just so you won't get dug up anymore, because that energy could be disrespectful to you too. Digging up ancient artifacts. You don't think that caused natural disasters? Oh yeah, it do. But yeah, y'all, that's y'all live. I love you. I will see you on the next live. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Drink 32 ounces of water before you go to bed. I don't care what you do throughout this night between now and what you do. Go drink 32 ounces of water before.